Kit Kats can read. Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you my weekly TBR. This is going to go from Monday up to Friday. On Friday I'll be doing a Friday reads, which will cover Friday and over the weekend, so that'll be in a separate video, and then on the Sunday you will have the weekly wrap up from Monday all the way up to Sunday of like what I've managed to read, even if I didn't complete a book, just where my current reading progress is at. There's like a little update for you guys. So today is where I'm announcing to you the books I'm going to be reading from this week. So the first of which is a buddy read that I'm reading along with Nori, and this is A Darker Shade of Magic by Victoria Schwab, or V.E. Schwab. And so this is her adult series. It's very massively loved here on BookTube. I've only read the first chapter of this and I'm finding it quite intriguing so far, so I'm looking forward to reading more of this today. So I'm only literally like 20 pages in this book at the moment, so really not far, as you can see, really not far. So I'm looking forward to actually enjoying this book, and it seems like quite simple. I've tabbed it out so that I can read it in like sections, so hopefully I can read like a couple of sections today. That would be awesome. And then the other couple of books I am currently in the middle of reading are My Type on Paper by Chloe Sager, and I'm on page 62 of this, chapter 5, and this is a really sort of like romance contemporary, and it's very funny, and I'm really enjoying the writing style. Quite an easy read, so I look forward to reading more of that this week. And the other book that I'm currently in the middle of is The Last Wish by Andrzej Sapkowski. I'm on page 70. I'm not that far through, but I'm actually enjoying what I'm reading so far of The Witcher. I didn't manage to touch this last week, so I'm hoping to read from it this week. And then we are going to have 2 additional new books this week. Now the reason I'm adding extra books is because I am off this week, so I've literally just got like not really a lot to do. Like on Wednesdays is where I do like my cleaning, like I clean Cookie, I hoover, I put the bins out. Really doesn't take long. And then I've got rehearsals on Monday, Wednesday evening. I believe I'm seeing Aaron on a Tuesday and a Friday, but there might be moments where he has a little nap because he works night shifts, so I might be able to get like an hour's of reading in, so that would be really cool. So I thought, you know, as I've got extra time off of work this week, and especially like the weekend off and all that, I am putting extra books on. So I'm being overly ambitious, but I am currently in the middle of some of these books and I need to get cracking with my reading. So the first book, it's actually a book that I've got for review from NetGalley, and this is called Pretty Funny, and it's by Rebecca Elliott. So I'll place a picture over here. So this is a YA book that is about this girl who would like to be a comedian, and it literally sounds like it's going to be so funny, so hilarious, and right up my street. And out of the ones that were coming out this month, that was the one that sort of like jumped out to me the most to read, so I'm very excited to get around to reading this. Hopefully I can get around to that this week. Yeah, very excited about that one. And then the last book that I've got on my weekly TBR is purely because it's one of my unwrapped books, and I haven't managed to get around to reading any of my unwrapped books yet because of like obviously buddy reads and review books and that sort of thing. So the one that I picked out of the 3 was Emily and Oliver by Robin Benway. So yes, a contemporary with a romance in. And obviously it's getting to spring. It's the time of year where contemporaries are awesome and the sun is shining, so hopefully, you know, if the sun is shining, it tends to put me in a really good contemporary mood. I am a massive fan of contemporaries, especially contemporary romances, so the more cute, the more fluffy, the more I'm going to enjoy it, the more I'm going to fly through it. And so it's good to put another contemporary on this week because I've got a couple of fantasies, and fantasies sometimes sort of like dumb down the mood. Because obviously they can be quite dark and there's a lot of fighting going on, a lot of action, magic and that sort of thing. And whereas contemporary romances, you know, they're just sort of like quite easygoing and that sort of thing, so it like creates a balance. So I have got a few books on this list from Monday to Friday, that being 5 books, but I'm going to do a lot of reading from now onwards because I've just had my lunch and I've been out to get my antibiotics, and I am feeling a little bit sleepy, and I don't know if that is because of the antibiotic, and I'm feeling really headachy, which is so annoying. I'm gonna have to take some paracetamol in a second, so it's probably all related. I have been drinking water, but I've still got this headache, so I think it could be like all related to the antibiotics sort of thing. So I've got those books. Those books are on my agenda this week. Obviously TBRs can be subject to change, which is why I try to do weekly TBRs. I try to keep and stick to my monthly TBR so that I can incorporate those books into my weekly. But as you can see, Pretty Funny wasn't even on my monthly TBR, but it is a review book, so things like that can happen like all the time. But yeah, I just thought I'd create a balance of a few books, and hopefully I can stick to these books for the week. But that's it guys for my weekly TBR. Let me know if you've read any of these books down below in the comments. Let me know what books you guys are currently reading, what books you've recently purchased, what books you've recently finished, and that sort of stuff. All of my social media links are linked down below in the description if you'd like to follow me elsewhere, as well as Nori's channel. If you'd like to follow her as well, she's really, really awesome, fantastic booktuber. Totally recommend that you go subscribe to her channel. But that's it for me guys. Keep smiling, keep reading, and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful, awesome people in my next video. Bye!